Hello students, welcome to my physics class. This is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to learn a new chapter from your science book. That is chapter number 13, Sound. Students, we know that we hear so many different types of sounds in all our waking hours. The sensation felt by our ears is called sound. Sound is a form of energy. Sound is that form of energy which makes us hear. We hear many sounds around us in everyday life. Out of these sounds, some are pleasant and some are unpleasant. Some are loud and some soft. In this class, we are going to discuss how sounds are produced and what is the difference between pleasant and unpleasant sound. Means what is music and what is noise. Sound plays an important role in our daily life. It helps us to communicate with others. We will now discuss how sound is produced. But before knowing how sound is produced, we have to know about vibrating objects. When an object moves backwards and forwards or to and fro rapidly, we say that the object is vibrating. And sound is produced when the object vibrates. In other words, sound is produced by vibrating objects. So, whenever we hear a sound, then some object must be vibrating to produce the sound. The following activities will help us understand how sound is produced. Activity 1. Strike a temple bell to make it ring. Touch the bell when it rings. You will feel the vibrations. So this example shows that when a bell is vibrating, it is producing sound. Or you can say when sound is producing, then the object is vibrating. Now let us take one more activity. This activity is very simple. Stretch a rubber band across a pencil box. Push two pencils below the rubber band. Now, if you stretch the rubber band with your fingers, you will hear a sound. You will now notice that the rubber band is vibrating. Here, this example also shows that when an object is vibrating, it is producing sound. Activity 3. Place your fingers lightly on your throat and speak. You will feel the vibrations. Here again, your throat is vibrating when you are speaking. In all these activities, we have seen that the sound producing body is vibrating. And you will observe that when you will stop the vibration, the sound will also stop. Thus, we can conclude that sound is produced by the vibrations or the to and fro motion of a body. Students, now we know that every vibrating object produces sound. In some cases, the vibration of a sound producing object are quite large, which we can see with our eyes. But in other cases, the vibration of the sound producing object are so small that we cannot see them easily. We have to feel the vibration of such an object by touching it gently with the fingers of our hand. But is all the vibrating object produces a good sound? A pleasant sound? The answer is no. The sound which are pleasant to hear are called musical sound. They are produced by the regular vibration of the sound producing source. All the musical instruments produce musical sounds. The speakers of radio, stereo system and television also produce musical sound. Now, as we know about music, which are the pleasant sound, the sounds which are unpleasant to hear are called noise. Certain sounds such as thunder, the rattling of wheels on a rough road, or a large number of people talking at the same time inside a room are unpleasant to hear. These sounds are called noise and produced by irregular vibrations. Up to now, we have learned that pleasant sound is called music and unpleasant sound is called noise. But sometimes music can become noise. This happens when very loud sound is played at a disco and when a band plays loudly during a marriage or any parties. Sound that are loud and unnecessary are called noise. Here we have seen that a music can also become a noise. The presence of loud, unwanted and disturbing sound in our environment is called noise pollution. You can say presence of excessive or unwanted sounds in the environment is called noise pollution. Noise is not only unpleasant to the ears, it can cause stress, sleep disturbance and permanent damage to the hearing. Even music played very loud can cause noise pollution. Some of the major causes of noise pollution in the environment around us are as follows. The motor vehicles like cars, buses, and trucks running on the road produce noise pollution by blowing horns and sound of their engines. The bursting of crackers on various social and religious occasions produces noise pollution. The various machines in factories make loud sound and can cause noise pollution. The takeoff, landing, and flying of aeroplanes produces noise pollution. Noise level in rock concert can hurt the ears. Noise level of factories and busy streets can damage the hearing if one is exposed to it for long hours. The major sources of noise pollution in our homes are televisions, kitchen appliances, air conditioner, desert coolers. These appliances can also produce noise pollution. Excessive loud sound is harmful to us. The presence of excessive noise in the surrounding may cause many health related problems. The various harms of noise pollutions that are effects of noise pollutions are loud noise can cause great harm to our ears. Constant loud sound reduces the hearing power of our ears. Loud noise can even damage the ears permanently and cause deafness. Loud noise can cause a person to lose concentration in his work or studies. Loud noise can cause an hypertension, that is high blood pressure in a person. Loud sound can also cause irritation and headache. Loud noise during night time disturbs our sleep. Now, as we know that noise pollution can create many health hazards, so we have to take some precautionary measures to limit noise pollution. Noise pollution should be controlled to prevent its harmful effect on human beings and other living things. We can control the noise pollution to some extent by taking some precautionary measures. We should not play radio, stereo system and television too loudly. The horns of motor vehicles should not be blown unnecessarily. The bursting of crackers should be avoided. The noise-making factories and airports should be shifted away from the residential area of the city. Loudspeakers should be played at low volume during marriages and other social functions. No loudspeaker should be allowed to be used late in the night. Trees should be planted along the road and around building to reduce the noise pollution from the roads and other activity from reaching the residential areas. Noise pollution can also cause partial hearing loss or total hearing impairment. Hearing impairment means that a person has damaged hearing ability and cannot hear properly. There are many reasons why some people have hearing problems. Some people are born with poor hearing. The people with very poor hearing are said to be deaf. Thus, deafness is a total hearing impairment. Partial hearing loss is generally due to illness, ear infection, injury, or old age. A person having partial hearing loss can hear sounds properly by using hearing aids. Hearing aids is a small sound amplifying device worn on the ear by the partially deaf person. There are many instances in the world where even totally deaf persons have made great achievement in various fields and lived normal lives. Students, with this, today we end our class. In our next class, we are going to discuss how sound is produced by humans and how sound needs a medium for propagation. Thank you all for joining the class.